So this was a project up in Blaine, Minnesota about 5 years ago. This was the second restroom downstairs. I fully rehabbed the first restroom, which you will see later on in the video. So here I'm just doing some rough end work. You can see me doing some of the tile work. We pretty much went out. This was a full rehab. That means this was a utility closet where they had drains and fixtures, but nothing was here but just boxes and cat poo and urine. So I had to clean the place up. Pretty much map out what I wanted to do, and that's pretty much how it went. So I had to go out and get like a 48 by 48 pan, center that on top of the drain, make sure it was watertight, and then I began to build up the enclosure with the tile, the selected tile by the client around the enclosure. I had the hardy backer and red guard the whole enclosure to make sure it was waterproof. Cleaned up some of the tile work as well. I'm sorry, the drywall work. Made a partition wall over to the left. And I also textured the ceiling and added in a new vent fan. So let's look at it. This was some of the prep work. You will see the full rehab in another video. I also spliced in 2 ISO valves on the back side of the wall. Those are isolation valves to shut off the cold and the hot for preventative maintenance work. And I also added a shower door. We had to order that. So you can see that I'm just getting this out the way because this was probably one of the more tedious jobs out of the project in the restroom. So plumbed in everything, made sure everything was, I don't want to say leak tight. I already knew it was leak tight because I use PEX fittings and things of that nature. So this is just me doing some of the grunt work right now. So you can see I prepped the drain, I prepped the outlet, I prepped the switches to control the vent fan. That was for the ceiling fixture or the wall fixture. That's the vent fan that was put in. I textured the ceiling as well. So I believe one of those, the circular game box was a hub because there was a lot of weird electrical stuff going on in the house. So you will begin to see that I'm just kind of giving instruction. I'm just pretty much talking over the video because I don't want to talk about things that have nothing to do with the actual project at hand. But all that was custom done. So make sure that I use semi-gloss paint because it's water resistant on the ceiling. And it just protects against mold. A lot of people don't know that when you're in a restroom, you never ever just use flat white ceiling paint. You got to hit it with some semi-gloss paint as well, because that creates that extra invisible layer that water would just roll right off of, and you won't have that brown or black spotting on the ceiling. So you can just see that I'm just kind of talking about what I'm going to do. I had to do a lot of, you can see how old the house was. All that was redone, painted and everything. All this was completely repainted, completely done over. And you will see that. New carpet was put in. I mean, this was a big project. You can see that they were kind of still living in the house. Well, the family hadn't come yet to claim some of the property because the father passed away and the mother was just moving on to a condominium down in Eden Prairie. So the daughter was the power of attorney. And so she brought me in to do the project amongst many other projects. So just kind of talking through what I actually did. So there's nothing really more to see. Well, let's go upstairs and see. Okay, yeah. See, this whole house was redone. It was completely redone. See, I did the restrooms first. I textured the ceiling to get that out the way. See, you see the old style? Now watch how this looks when all this, look at the floor. You can see everything. This was the restroom after I completed it. This is the new restroom. All custom tile work, put in the soap holders. We used the same tub, put in a new shower fixture. All the tile work on the floor was done by yours truly, JLD Consultants. Hit the ceiling with some semi-gloss paint, put in a new vent fan as well. New light fixture, all that was done by me. New sink base, new toilet, everything was done by me. This house was just a mess. They had cats, it was just stinky, and it was just crazy. So you see, this was, you can see by the style of the house, this was old. So I came through, cleaned all this up, put in new tile, and the whole house was completely redone. Unfortunately, on my old cell phones, I have more of the footage. All this was just done over. So you don't even have to You'd be like, wow, this is crazy. Yeah. This is all the original old stuff. So, yeah. That's just me kind of going through, walking through. Was that my old truck? Wow. That truck broke down. A little taste of nostalgia. Yeah, so this is pretty much what it looked like, but let me show you the end goal project. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, this is the project where it's completed. The whole restroom's completed. I'm just pretty much talking about the shower door that was installed. You can see the whole house was pretty much redone. This is the finished product. She rented the house out to a person that ended up being a squatter, but everything was redone. You can see all the work that I put into the project. The shower door was installed. I had to put an electric heater in there as well, because for it to be considered a restroom, it has to have a heater and working utilities. So yeah. But I don't know if I'm going to show the rest of the house. I wish I could retrieve some of those old videos. I may be able to get them. But yeah, this is it though. Let me know what you think. This is JLD Consultants with my second restroom rehab. And there's plenty more to come. Thank you and like the video. Peace.